Hey, what's up? Sergio here, and today I'm bringing you a start to finish video in which I'm gonna go ahead and mix this little loop that I made. You know, a pretty simple beat that I made for the purpose of this video. So, I'm gonna start by putting a limiter on the master. And this is what I always advocate. A lot of people hate this technique, but I think it's great. So I'm gonna start with that. Another thing that I wanna get out of the way quick is creating a sidechain channel. And now I'm gonna start grouping things together. Alright, so my tracks are colored and grouped together. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a separate sub for the basses. Then I'm gonna look at everything besides the sub. That's a very important step. Okay, now that the two things that have sub frequencies are the kick and the sub, I'm gonna start leveling things right. I'm also going to try to multiband compress and distort the bass a little bit, see what happens. I'm also hearing that the kick is lacking a little bit of low end and it has some peaks that I don't like, so I'm going to EQ that out. I've also equalized some of the bass frequencies to make them sound a little bit more like I want them to sound. Okay, now that I've EQ'd some of the instruments in a better way, we're going to go ahead and create a send track, and we are gonna add some reverb to some of the things. Make sure to look at the reverb on the send track. Now I'm gonna automate the reverb on some of the elements to make some cool effects. Okay, I think that's enough mixing for this tutorial. If I was making an actual track, I would mix much further and much better, but you know, it's just a video for YouTube. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the master already. And I've already opened Ozone 8 for the limiter before. So the first thing I'm going to do on the master is I'm going to take an equalizer and I'm going to use the matching feature to target a curve of a track that is somewhat close to mine in terms of instruments, frequencies, and so on and so forth. Sadly, I cannot play it for copyright reasons, but I'm going to play mine and I'm going to do the source curve. Let's see what happens. And of course, we are going to look at our track. We always do that. Alright, then I'm gonna go ahead and place a multiband compressor and I'm gonna try to glue things a little bit better. Okay, then I'm gonna use an imager just to see if my frequencies are phasing, to give it a little bit of an enhancement and so on. And last but definitely not least, I'm gonna go ahead and place a maximizer and actually limit the track to make it loud enough. Okay, if you want to turn the thing we played in the beginning into something more like this and actually better if you spend the time and the effort on it, then I've created an advanced mixing and mastering course that I have on my website. People are loving it so far. So if you're interested, go down in the description below and click the link. But there's one thing that I need to tell you. This is only gonna be available until this Sunday at the week that I'm uploading this video. So if you're watching this video after that, then I'm sorry for you. But if you're watching it within this week, then you're lucky. So go ahead and click and see you on the other side. Peace.